Hello, treasure hunters! I'm Katharyne Shelton. I run the Spreecast Treasure Hunting with Katharyne and also the Facebook group Treasure Hunting with Katharyne, all about looking for treasure and reselling on Amazon and eBay. This is Lindsay Buckingham, and we are going to tell you just a little bit about UPCs and barcodes. Because basically in the last 2 days I've had like 30 million questions about UPCs and barcodes for selling on Amazon. Okay, I've had like 3 or 4, but let me just explain a little bit about them just to clear up some of the crazy confusion that's going on. So, if you have a product, Heath bars, yum. These have a UPC on the back. They have a barcode which has this number on underneath, which is a UPC. If you're selling books, they also have an ISBN number. These are identifiers that are universally used to identify a product. So Walmart knows what the UPC on these are, Amazon knows what the UPC is, everybody can recognize that UPC code. Amazon also has their own identifier for products. That's called an ASIN, which is cool. Those are those B00 numbers that you see on every product in Amazon. And it's a great way to look at products on Camel or on Amazon itself. We don't need to worry about those. So a few questions. Why do people talk about purchasing UPCs? Why do we need to do that if products have their own UPC on? The main reason you will need to purchase a UPC, if you're creating a bundle, you will need a UPC, because what happens, these have their own UPC, these Baby Ruth bars, these Heath bars have their own UPC. If we put them together in a bundle, which could happen, I'm sorry if that like killed your headphones, but if we put those two products together in a bundle, they need a new identifier, because you can't use, I mean, the UPC for the Baby Ruth bars is the UPC for the Baby Ruth bars, and the UPC for the Heath bars is that individual UPC for the Heath bars. So you can't reuse either of those. So if you create a bundle, you have to buy your own UPC. Also, if you're creating your own product, if you're buying a generic product and you're labeling it as yours, you need to buy a UPC. Those are the two main reasons people will buy a UPC. There are a few other reasons why. If you buy a product from, say, the dollar store or Big Lots use their own UPCs for some things, and also Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's don't use UPCs. They have their own ID system. If you're selling a Trader Joe's product, you will probably have to buy a UPC. There is some questioning about this. Amazon says that all product information must be true, legitimate product information. So you shouldn't really be making up your own UPCs, and you shouldn't really be buying UPCs. This is one you need to talk to seller support about, because it's not clear in Amazon policy. Everyone kind of does it. A lot of sellers do it. They buy UPCs and stick them on products from Trader Joe's or Big Lots. But if you want to be totally in the clear, get permission from seller support before you do this. Just so you have it in writing, so if Amazon ever come to you and go, hey, we don't think this is a legitimate UPC, you can say, look, it's cool, seller support told me to do this. However, buying UPCs for bundles, buying UPCs for your own product, totally legitimate. Buying UPCs for other people's products, in the grey area, so check with seller support to be on the safe side. So, where do you buy UPCs, and how do you go about this? Well, I think people expect when they buy UPCs to get barcodes. They're like, wow, I'm going to get barcode stickers. No, all you need, when you go to, now, I buy mine from a company called Leading Edge. I keep talking about them, and I know a lot of people in the group are using them and having good results. I have no affiliation with this company. I don't know them. I don't know anything about them other than I've bought codes from them several times and been very happy with the service. So let's say you go on eBay or you go on Amazon and you buy some UPCs. What happens? Well, first of all, it's very cheap. I think they're about $10 and you get several hundred for $10, which is great. That will last you a while. What you'll actually get is a text file full of numbers. And basically you use one of those numbers at a time. And the place you use them, create a listing on Amazon. So you're going to go to your usual create a product, you start typing your listing for your product, whether it's a bundle, whether it's a product that you've come up with, and at the bottom of the first tab it says UPC or EAN. Right there is where you use your new UPC. So let's say I create Baby Ruth and Heath Bar bundle. Awesome, because that's a winning bundle. It's not. Don't create that bundle. That's kind of a stupid bundle. But let's say that's my bundle. At the bottom of the first tab, it'll say EAN or UPC. There you go. That's where you type in the first number off your list of numbers that you receive in email from Leading Edge Codes or from whoever else you're going to purchase them from. And that's it. You are done with that UPC. That has now been used. Cross it off your list, delete it. Don't worry about it anymore. You're done. As soon as that product is created, you never need to think about that UPC anymore. Hey! So, everyone says, but what about the FBA labels? What's that about? Okay, so these are FBA labels. And what they are, let's have a look. So let's say you have an FBA label like this. It has the name of the product, it has the ASIN number there, and it has this crazy barcode. Great, that's good. That barcode is not the UPC. It is it's a specific barcode that ties that product to you, so Amazon know when they receive the product that this product is your product. Now, it gets a little bit confusing because you have two options when you're sending products into Amazon. You can commingle products, or you can label them, or you can get Amazon to label them for you, which I think, I can't remember offhand, I think it's like 15 cents or 30 cents each. But these are your options. Turn off commingling. That's my first advice. Just don't worry about commingling. Commingling is when Amazon mixes your products in with every other sellers and with their own product. It's only applicable in certain categories and to new products. You can't commingle books, media, health and beauty, groceries, and you can't commingle used products. You can only commingle new products in certain categories, such as toys. But I would stay away from it because there's a lot of reasons why. Firstly, if you've ever had returns from Amazon, sometimes those are pretty mangled, and sometimes you see what, when I've commingled, I've seen what other sellers do. They send in products that are battered, that have bits ripped off, that have the price tag still stuck on, that say Walmart $9.99 on them. Like, it's just better off not commingling. And also, there's a possibility that if someone sends in a counterfeit item, a counterfeit Frozen doll or a Disney doll, you could take the rap for that. So just get rid of commingling. Turn that option off and label your items. Label your own items. That way you know that your customers should be getting your items. Great. Okay, so we're labeling our products with these stickers. All you do is go through Seller Central, create your shipment. At the end, it'll say print your product labels. You need... I buy these. I just buy these Avery labels. They're great. 30 up labels. Some people use Dymos. That's another option, especially if you use a third-party service like Scan and Ship. If you want to use a Dymo, look into it. There are ways of doing that, so you can spit out one label at a time. I just use Seller Central, go through the process, print out my labels, and I kind of use that as my packing list. I just look through my sheet of labels, stick product in the box. Great, done. The important thing, cover up the UPCs on the item. So you're going to stick your label over the UPC on the item. Also, remember, you need expiry dates. Make sure expiry dates are visible. I tend to just do this. I print them out like that. Also on Avery labels. Remember to use a laser printer because Amazon doesn't want smudgy labels. They don't want a smudgy barcode. And that's pretty much everything I think I have to tell you about UPCs. So turn off commingling, use a laser printer, buy your barcodes, your UPCs from a reputable source online, maybe from eBay, from Amazon. There was one other thing I was going to tell you. What was it? Turn off commingling, UPCs. Oh yeah. So the one other thing, Amazon have had kind of a weird problem with UPCs lately. Some of them are just not being recognized, and some of these are legitimate UPCs. And people are getting an error that says it must be a 13-digit number. This is a weird glitch in Amazon. This is not something you're doing. And I've had it on certain grocery products from like legitimate stores. And I know it's coming up on some barcodes or UPCs that people purchase. So if this is happening to you, contact Amazon and ask for permission to sell with a UPC that you buy. If you've bought a UPC and it's not working, Amazon aren't recognizing it, get back to the person that you bought those UPCs from. I've heard that Leading Edge are willing to replace codes. This is unofficial information. This is what I've heard. I've heard that if you have a problem with any codes bought from a legit seller such as Leading Edge, they will replace them if Amazon aren't recognizing them. But this is just a glitch that Amazon have at the moment, and I don't know if they're going to fix it. So hopefully that's all the frequently asked questions about UPCs, barcodes, ASINs, printers, all of that sort of fun answered. So good luck if you're creating your own products, if you're creating your own bundles. Go buy those UPCs and get using them and make some money. Happy treasure hunting, everyone. Bye from me, bye from Lindsay.